Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. So here, this is our meeting for May 9. It was declared to be synchronous or no face-to-face meeting today due to the coming election. Please exercise your right to vote if you can. Vote wisely. All right. Okay. So today, supposedly, I will give you an exercise on triple integrals, only two items, and then we will proceed with the examples. However, I don't want it to be take home because I have given the exercise um, face to face in the other section. So let's start with some announcement. Wednesday, we have an exercise or quiz. I mean, exercise, graded exercise on triple integrals. Only the same coverage with what I gave practice exercise. So today we will do examples and maybe review some exam items from previous exam. Okay. So let's go to the other board. So the first example here that I prepared is the following. So consider this cylinder, and this is cut by this equation, z plus x equal to 5. This is a plane, and then this is cut below by z equal to 1, and I'll write here the coordinate axis. So this is your z x, something like this. This is your z is plus x equal to 5. And then this is the level z equal to 1. So this is your side view somehow. And then this is bounded by the cylinder. This cylinder here, this has equation x squared plus y squared equal to 9. And of course, let me draw the axis. So this is your x, this is your y axis. Note that this is not drawn to scale. So yeah. So the goal is to set up the triple integral that give the volume of S. Now for our triple integral, so let me transfer this one here. Okay. Now this is the side, like somehow the XY trace. So somehow the side view. And then if you look at from above, this has equation. Of course, my circle is not nice here. Anyway, equation x squared plus y squared equal to 9. And we want the volume. So the volume will just be the triple integral over the solid S of 1 dV. Pag volume, remember it's just 1 and then dV. And of course, dV sometimes in the exam is provided or determined by the question. So, for example, here we use dV equal to d. The obvious choice here is dz, dx, dy. And then, of course, we can also choose dV equal to dz, dy, dx. We will do both because, of course, this is somehow this solid has symmetry. Okay. Now we are to express this as an iterated integral. So we will use first this order, and then later we will use this order. Okay. So for the first integral, this is with respect to z. So our bound above for z is this plane, and the bound below is this plane. So we just express z in terms of the two other variables at the end part. So in the two other variable is the x and y. So here, the upper limit for z is 5 minus x. The lower limit is just z is equal to 1. Okay? Now, if you look at this here, this has 3 here for x, and also 3 here for y, and then negative 3 here, negative 3 here. Now, since we are going to use to integrate with respect to x first, we need to express our x in terms of y. So here we are looking at x in terms of y. So this is this part here and this part here. So the upper bound for x is this positive. So x here in terms of y is equal to positive and negative square root of 9 minus y squared. So the upper one is the positive, and the lower one, this side here. So this negative square root of 9 minus y squared, and the upper one is positive 9 minus y squared. And of course, our y will run from negative 3 here up to positive 3 here, from here to here. So here we put positive 3 and negative 3. So this is our integral using this dv. You can put 1 here, or if it's absent, there's no 1, it's understood that there's 1. Okay. Any questions so far? Okay. Regarding sa ating Zoom, mas mabilis login pag naka-email ng UP kayo kasi hindi ko na kailangang i-approve. Yeah. Yun lang. Any question on this example? All right. Of course, we can also use, this is using dv equal to dz dx dy. The question of your classmate earlier is the following. How about dy dx? Of course, because of the symmetry here, your dz, dx, dy muna, dy dx. So z is the same. So 1, 5 minus x. How about y? Now for y in terms of x, we are looking at this bound for y. So in terms of x, so this is our strip. The upper bound is here and the lower bound is here. So this has equation in terms of x. So the equation is similar. So that is y is equal to 9 minus x squared. And below is square root of 9 minus x squared, however, negative. And of course, our x will run from here to here. So from negative 3 to positive 3. The same from here to here earlier, but so this is our volume given as a triple integral of this cylinder na kinat ng slanting or diagonal plane. Any questions so far? The previous exam has somewhat similar question. Not exactly similar, but somehow. Ganun. Naririnig ba? Ang triple integral, okay. May question dito. Bakit 1 dv? So this is a remark earlier that if you get the triple integral, we have f dv is the case. This is the ordinary triple integral. But if you are asked for the volume of our S, the volume of S is just the triple integral over the solid S of 1 dV. So ito yung triple integral that will give the volume. But if you are asked to set up the triple integral of a function, and then with over the solid S, then this is the case. And then you have a function and then write it there. But in case you are asked for the volume, it's just 1 dV. Okay ba yun? Okay, so let's go to the other example. So the other example is the following. So we have here, let me draw. Okay, para drawing ko lang para mas slow yung ating facing. So ayan, meron kang Y, meron kang X, and then you have an equation given by Y equal to X. And then you have a this is a plane. This is a plane that extends upward. Okay. And then you have it extends upwards. Hindi ko lang ito-drawing. And then you have a cylinder. The cylinder is given by portion of the circle, but we are going to look at the first octant only. So this is your solid. This is somehow like a piece of cake, and then you cut somehow like this. And then this is bounded by this equation. This equation z squared plus y squared is equal to 1. And this is also bounded by the plane, the zy plane. The zy plane is z equal to 0. X equal to 0, I mean. This is the YZ plane, or depending on your naming, ZY or YZ plane. And of course, if you look at the image here in the YZ coordinate, YZ axis, this has equation here is z squared plus y squared is equal to 1. That means this intersection here is just 1 and 1. So we put the label here 1, also 1 in the y. What about this one in the x? This one is y is equal to x. That means it's also 1. Okay? Now, if you look at the shadow on the xy plane, this is your 1, this is your y, and this is your x, and then this is your line, y equal to x. This is your x-axis, and this is your y-axis. Now, okay, I think the solid is well defined. So now we want to get the triple integral. Bakit blue? Of our function f defined by xy over s. Now, this is the ordinary triple integral that I mentioned earlier from the question of your classmate. Okay. Wait. Ayan. Hindi ko nababasa agad yung chat eh. So, this is f. So, just put xy for f and then dv. Of course, we will specify dv. So, dv here is the z dx dy. Of course, you can use the dy dx. Here, we will just use dx dy. Okay. Yeah. So we will express this as an iterated integral, and then y, xy, dz, dx, dy. Now, for z, it's bounded above, and then in first octant only. For the first octant, it's just in the first quadrant in the XY plane and positive Z. So X, Y, and Z all positive. So this is what's meant by first octant. So sa side lang na to, positive X. Ito, positive X din siya, positive Y, and then positive Z. Wala yung sa kabila. So of course, because sa positive Z, yung Z natin will start from 0 and end with, from this equation, Z is equal to 1 minus Y squared, and then just take the positive square root. And then for X, our X is, on this equation, X in terms of Y, so here, this X in terms of Y is, this is Y and 0. And then lastly, your Y in terms of X is 0 also. And then with 1. How about dv equal to dz, dy, dx? So the triple integral over S of xy dv is just the following. Okay, so same for the first. So xy dz and then dy dx. Now, if you look at y in terms of x, so y is equal, bounded above by 1, bounded below by x, and x will run from 0 to 1. So this is the difference. Notice why is it different? So here, x is from here and here. So that's why, what is the equation here? Y is equal to x. So x in terms of y, so y. So x is equal to y. And the equation here is y is equal to, and x is equal to 0. And in this case, pag dito naman tayo titingin sa dy dx, so y in terms of x is, the upper bound is just the constant 1, and then the lower limit of integration is just y in terms of x is, this is x. Wait lang. Any question? Okay, no question. Ay, wala pala, hindi pala nag-mark. Okay, maybe 1:30 pa lang. So feeling ko hanggang 2, mga 1:45 lang, 1:50 lang tayo. Naririnig ba ako? Hello, hello. Pa-react naman. Paano nga? Okay, ulit daw. Ay, hindi pala scroll down. Okay, ulit. So, ito ay the same lang sa double integral. So, for example, double integral to, i-disregard natin yung first integral. Ulitin ko. So, dy dx first. So, need for the upper bound here and the lower bound, this is y and 0. So, if you look at here x in terms of y, so x is this strip here, this strip, and then it's bounded above by y equal to x. So, or x is equal to y because we need to express x in terms of y. So we have y here and bounded below by this constant, so 0, y is equal to 0. And then for the other one, dy dx. Here we get, this is your strip. The upper bound or the upper limit of integration is 1 because this is just a constant 1. And then the lower limit of integration for an arbitrary cx here is just in terms of this. That's why it's y in terms of x, so y is equal to x. Actually, if you are, you can put here z equal to this, z equal to this, and y equal to this. It's no problem if you put like this notation. No problem for me because it's understood na ganyan. Okay na ba? Any further clarification? Narinig? Hello, hello. Okay, thank you. All right. Now, again, I will show you another example. Here we get z is equal to 8 minus x squared minus y squared. It's bounded also by another surface z is equal to, ano ko dito? 3x squared plus y squared. So this is an example in the book. So here it's just an intersection of two quadric surfaces, namely two paraboloids. Okay, let me draw the paraboloids. So, ito lang, liitan ko na lang. So the first paraboloid, ang upper limit niya, ang maximum niya ay 8. So it's like this. And then your lower paraboloid is, ang minimum niya ay 0. It's like this. Oh, pangit ng drawing. So, kasing liit eh. So, let me repeat. So this is the upper paraboloid. Then this is the lower paraboloid. And then I'll draw the XY plane. Ay, tinamaan. Okay. This is Y, this is X, this is Z. And there is some intersection here. This is the upper paraboloid has equation Z is equal to 8 minus X squared minus Y squared. The lower paraboloid has equation 3x squared plus Y squared. So this is now your Z upper. This is your Z lower. So we want to find the region. What is the region? The shadow. The shadow here in the XY plane. So the shadow is, it's just my layman like informal term. This is the set of X and Y where your Z upper is greater than your Z lower. Okay? Now we want to find that somehow shadow. So for that shadow, for the let me draw. We call that R. For R, Z upper is greater than or equal to Z lower. So we want the equation at the boundary, this boundary. This is somehow like an ellipse or a circle, I'm not sure. Maybe it's an ellipse. Okay. So this is 8 minus x squared minus y squared is greater than or equal to 3x squared plus y squared. And then if you put the other side, you get 4x squared plus 2y squared. Oh, indeed, it's an ellipse. And then you divide all of them by 8. I don't know. 2 lang, 2. So you get here y squared, here 2x squared, and here 4. So the equation of this the equation is x squared plus y squared is equal to 4. Okay. So let us draw that ellipse. It depends on you how you will draw. So for example, when this is your ellipse in R. So when y is equal to 0, x is equal to 4 over 2. So 2, so square root of 2. Square root of 2, then we have negative square root of 2. When x is equal to 0, y is just square root of 4. So this is 2 here, and then the other one is negatives 2. Then you have the ellipse, which is your, okay, pangit. Your shadow in this is this R. This R is bounded by the ellipse. Ellipse, let me, so this is R bounded by the ellipse. Now, what we want is to set up the triple integral of, say, f arbitrary over the solid S using dv, dz, dy, dx, and then the other one is dv, dz, dx, dy. Okay, all right. Now, the first one. So the first one is the following integral. So dz, dy, dx. For the upper limit, it's just this one, and then the lower limit is just this one. Okay? Okay. So this is just 8 minus x squared minus y squared, and then 3x squared plus y squared. So here, we need to express y in terms of x. So y in terms of x, so here, let me make this smaller. Right. Okay. So in here, y in terms of x, so ang ating equation ay y squared is equal to 4 minus 2x squared. This means that y is equal to positive minus 4 minus 2x squared. Pwede nyo simplify yan, but anyway, I'm not very particular about it. So here, our y in terms of x is bounded above. This equation here is the positive. The equation here is the negative. So this is square root of 4 minus 2x squared. So you can put factor out 2. So 2 times 2 minus x squared. But it's just, and then below by 4 minus 2x squared. And then your x will run from square root of 2 and then negative square root of 2. Ayan, pwede ko lang i-move. And then you put the function f here, whatever the function is given here. For example, it's x, y, z, or x plus y, whatever you want. This is just set up. Question. So for number 2, almost the same. So f dz dx dy. Now here we are going to solve for x. So x is 4 minus y squared over 2, and then you get the positive and negative square root. So the same here. And here we get this. You can simplify this, but I'm not very particular about that. So y squared over 2 plus ito is sa baba naman negative 4 minus y squared over 2. And then your y will run from negative 2 here up to positive 2. So this is the first, this is the second. And this one is here, this one is here. Any question here? Of course, you can simplify, and I know you can't. You can just factor out the square root of 1/2, but it's not very important. Any question? Naririnig ba ako? Pa-react naman or pa loudspeaker, ano yun? Voice out. Okay, nagre-react pero hindi ko masyadong nakikita. Check, check, check. All right. Oh, 1:45 na pala. So maybe one more example or two, and then that's it for today. Okay, please study all the examples that I gave you, some modification of that, and then familiarize with the method and the steps and all. I just want to give you like all you need for the ano, exam. You know, familiarity, just familiar, and then practice. Ganun lang naman. Okay, last example for triple integral. Okay, I do this, most of them in XYZ coordinates because, yeah, yung sinabi ko kanina ay most likely, like, yun yung napag-usapan, like, XYZ coordinates lang yung triple integral. Kasi nga yung ibang section ay medyo hindi pa nakatapos sa triple integrals na ibang coordinates. I'm thinking of not giving extra exercise after the face-to-face exercise on Wednesday. Any questions or any ano? So let's go to the other example. The other example is the following. The solid S is bounded by these two equations. So of course in the exam, most of the time the figure is given as you have seen in the previous exams from like some shared exams to you. Okay, now, so let us I will draw this. This is z is equal to 4 minus y squared. So this, let me use this as my x, and then this is my y. No problem naman doon. This is my z. I just want it to be oriented this way. So this is just a, this one is paraboloid. And this one is a cylinder. Sino-shortcut ko na lang. Cylinder. And let's draw them. So the paraboloid is the following. So it's just a rough sketch, diba? Just sketch. And then your paraboloid will be, ang pinakamataas niyang level ay 4. It's 4. Let me draw 4. Suppose this is 4. Taran. And then it's bounded above by paraboloid. So let's draw the paraboloid. Okay. Erase. Let me draw the portion of the paraboloid so that you can picture out what's happening. So this is the portion of the paraboloid. And this solid here is, let me emphasize by using different color. This is, wow, this solid. Okay. Yeah, that's solid. Okay, go back to the original. So this is your solid. Of course, we know that the upper bound here based on the graph is the cylinder. And then the lower surface is the paraboloid. And then we know already the bounds for z. So the obvious choice for integral so that it's easy for us is the following. Unahin yung dz and then dy dx. Of course, you can use dx dy. So in this case, we will use, in my notes, it's dy dx. dy and then dx. All right. Now, we want to find the shadow. So again, this shadow here. What is the shadow? This region R. For our region R, you get, this is this one. For Z upper is greater than Z lower, greater than or equal to x squared plus 3y squared. So this means this is 4 greater than or equal to x squared plus 4y squared. Okay. So that means this equation here is x squared plus 4y squared is equal to 4. So let's draw that equation. So this is an ellipse. Okay. When x is equal to 0, your y is 1. And when y is equal to 0, your x is 2. Okay, how did I do that? I just plug in here. So when x is equal to 0, y squared is equal to 4 over 4. That means y squared is 1. So y is 1 and negative 1. And then when y is equal to 0, then x squared is equal to 4. That means x is positive and negative 2. So that's how I figured that out. Negative 1. And then this is your x-axis, this is your y-axis, and this is your region R. Okay? And then the equation here is x squared plus 4y squared is equal to, this one. Okay? Now, it's time for the triple integral. So, we want to get the triple integral of our function x plus y dv over s. So, the answer is, just put this, so this is just equal to, this integral is equal to this integral iterated, and then put x plus y, and then your dv is specified here. So dz, dy, dx. Your z above is 4 minus y squared. Your z below is x squared plus 3y squared. And here we want to solve y in terms of x. So y in terms of x is, so y here is just 4 minus x squared. And then you put over 4 and then you do the square root. So this is just plus and minus. So 1/2 plus and minus 1/2 square root of 4 minus x squared. So the upper one is 1/2 square root of 4 minus x squared. The lower one is 1/2 square root of 4 minus x squared. And of course, your x will run from this and this. So -2 and 2. Okay. So I think that's I think that's clear. And pasensya na sa colors na nagagamit sa colored pens. 132. Any question here? Matagal din palang i-discuss to ng very detailed. Please redo this at home or whenever, if you want, of course. Walang pilitan naman eh. Any question? Anong shadow? Sir, actually, lahat naman sila may shadow. What I mean by shadow is just the region in the XY plane that is somehow the projection of the solid. Okay? All the time naman ginagamit yun. But in some cases, for example here in the first one, the shadow or somehow the region in the XY plane is already like, here is already given. Let me draw in different color. It's already given by this cylinder. And in this case, the shadow in the XY plane is just this one. So all the time, it's like the term shadow is not so formal, but it's somehow like nice and analogy. All the time, you just the shadow is just the projection of the solid in the XY plane or whatever plane that you want to integrate plus, like ZY, ZX, but most of the time we will do XY plane for the ease. And yeah. Did I answer your question, Lance? Kaya po di nag-shadow sun since equal pong upper and lower. Equal po yung upper and lower. For this example here, this is already given, like this is your solid, and the shadow, your upper and lower is this is the projection of the solid in the XY plane. So for example, your solid is like a cylinder like this. Its shadow is easily intuitively you can get from the problem. And also here, this one, because in that case, yeah, that's it. So for example here, you want to get the projection in the XY plane. So it's just because it's in the first octant, you just get the somehow the footprint of this solid. Yung equal yung upper and lower, hindi naman equal yung upper and lower because yung upper mo is bounded by the plane and yung lower mo is also bounded by another plane. but it's done so that the upper bound here and the lower bound is cut by a cylinder. So a cylinder will determine the shadow because this one is not intersecting with this one, right? So we do that when there's an intersection, but here there's no intersection. So the based on the figure, it's like this will give you like the region or the shadow in the XY plane. Okay na ba yun? Yung sagot ko. Okay. Dito kasi hindi siya nag-intersect eh. Yung kanina, notice nyo, nag-intersect yung dalawa. So that's why you get the Z upper greater than Z lower. But here, your Z upper is this part here, and Z lower is this part. They are not intersecting, but there is some gap, and then there's a bounding cylinder between them, so that the image of that cylinder is somehow there. And then because the cylinder is perpendicular to the XY plane. It boils down to the graph again. Yeah, like familiarize how you picture the things in the graph. But fortunately, graphs are given in like the exams or exercise. Maybe next meeting in our exercise, I will also give the graph so that it will not be a burden to you to figure out the graph of equation. Here, I draw the graph live for the sake of, yeah, in case of future, you need to draw them without the drawing ah, provided. Okay, 2 o'clock. So I think we will skip the other things for our review. So I'll list them down so that you can study them in advance. Other things for review. Please study them in advance. Like the first one is your domain and range. Then you do the contour maps and then level curves. And then you also do the partial derivatives. And then, of course, associated to that is your directional derivative. And then, of course, you do also your chain and implicit differentiation. And then the longer problem is like finding real max and real mean, and also saddle point. So here it involves getting critical point and your D or discriminant or Hessian. In some book it's called discriminant, but your D, which is equal to F X X F Y Y minus F X Y squared, and you evaluate at the point AB. All right. And then the other things for review, yeah. You also do review on Lagrange method. So basically, that's all. And then the other review are done today. Today, we have done triple integral. But of course, what I did today is XY. So it's sort of double integral na din, but in the XY coordinate system only. For the R theta coordinate system, I think we will do that maybe next time for some review. And then we will do also computation for the exercise, and then we will answer the exercise. It will serve as review also na lang on Wednesday. So I think that's all for today. Please do these things. It's already provided in sample exams from previous years. If you can collect sample exams from any person or whatever sources you have, like the books or exercise or maybe some friends, it's good. It's useful. Okay. Okay. Ayan. So I will end the recording.